President Biden appealing to truck drivers in the midst of a supply chain crisis and job shortage. Listen here.
We're building a better economy around American manufacturing and American supply chains. We're making the largest investment in American roads and bridges since literally the creation of the interstate highway system. And that means a bright future for American trucking.
Tony Salas, co-founder of the Greater Houston Trucking Association, is with us now. Tony, good morning to you. So truck drivers were the center of attention at the White House yesterday. The president made this speech saying that his administration has been talking one-on-one with drivers over the past 3 months to make their jobs easier. So what do you think? Have you been seeing any improvements?
Hi, Carly. Thank you for having me back to discuss a topic that is near and dear to my heart, which is supply chain and trucking. To begin with, President Biden did a wonderful job of naming all the points truckers made. I think it's something that we can all agree on. Unfortunately, the solutions are very vague and ambiguous. The administration is doing us a disservice, but not giving us a clear path forward. While this motivational speech was more focused on recruitment and putting more truckers on the road, nothing was said about retention. Each year, we have an attrition rate of 90%, which means that 9 out of 10 drivers will retire or go into another field. Carly, we don't have a recruitment problem. We have a retention problem.
Yeah, Pete Buttigieg talked about that yesterday. I was stunned by this. He said that over 300,000 people in the trucking industry each year leave the industry. 300,000. That's a massive number. What happens to the country if that continues? And how do you keep truck drivers in the job in this critical role?
Sure. Well, it certainly doesn't help with inflation and the supply chain issues that we have right now. And in order to solve the issue first, we need to pay truckers their due wages. Our hardworking truckers with a family qualify for food stamps due to such low wages. Second, we need to incentivize truckers like other industries by making trucking a desirable career path that people want to retire from. This means less mandates and less regulation. Third, we need to make trucking jobs safer for women who want to work in the field and provide for their unique requirements. Until we take a comprehensive view to address all these issues truckers face, we will keep on putting temporary band-aids to a deep problem. The American taxpayer wants low inflation, low fuel prices, and these supply chain issues fixed. So we are starting a new initiative here in Houston just to do that.
Yeah, you mentioned inflation, and the president made this speech, and he's focusing on truck driving at a time when inflation is at a 40-year high. Are you seeing any signs that the supply chain issue is going back to normal, and we might be able to expect prices to go down anytime soon, or are things still really bad out there?
Yeah, I don't see a bright future ahead of us right now. I do think there's time. Unfortunately, the government does not have the answers to all of our problems. It is important for the private sector to step in, to roll up their sleeves, and to partake in the solution.
And the other thing, Tony, is, the president holds this big event about truck driving, and not once were gas prices mentioned during it. And I can imagine that's a major topic of conversation in your industry.
Absolutely. Fuel prices are going up. And for the local operator that is taking care of their family, increased prices means increased cost of delivery, which ultimately goes down to the bottom line of the consumer.
Yeah, well, yesterday the president said that the trucking industry literally makes the world go round, and I think we can all agree on that. Tony Salas, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.